and 3 premier safari roads camps in the Masai Mara. To ensure maximum safety, we maintain a direct partnership with the established local health care facilities, guaranteeing instant quality care whenever medical help is needed for our volunteers. Our volunteers don't just stay in classrooms, they experience the best of Kenya. They visit Nairobi National Park. Like this year, we have 21 groups going to the Nairobi National Park. We have 25 groups that have gone to Lake Nakuru National Park, the Menengai Crater, and Thompson Falls. We have 15 groups that have toured Masai Mara National Reserve, and they have experienced that Masai culture. Finally, our friend, let me take a moment to give deep and heartful thanks to you, Your Excellency, the High Commissioner, and your team for being with us here today. We are truly honored that you were able to visit us at the Work Center and also to meet African Adventures. We want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts to the UK government, the people of the United Kingdom, and to our wonderful volunteers. And there are about 12,000 of them up to date. So many incredible people who have visited this great country, Kenya, over the last 17 years. Many of them have always come back to our country, creating beautiful friendships and lifelong partnerships within our communities. Every desk built, every plate of food served, every safari bus hired represents a partnership that works. And this would never have been possible without the direct intervention of the United Kingdom that you will present here today. So, Your Excellency, karibu, asante sana, feel at home in this wonderful place. Asante.
With my humble to welcome you here to Nakuru. On the behalf of the other directors, we are very happy to be with you this morning, and especially me as Mokua Yufinalis from St. Teresa Director. I wanted to thank your team from UK, which they have made a lot of achievement to my school. I think the Work Center, it was the first school where the frontiers from UK came, and then second they came to in St. Teresa we had no land, but now through your people from your country, we have a land about 6 acres and a half. Thank you. And also we have a school now, a permanent classrooms, about 14 classrooms permanent. Also in St. Teresa, we have a farm where we plant maize and beans, and also we do some other small agriculture. In St. Teresa, we have a vocation center, that is a training school for those ones whom they have left from the school and they don't have a chance where to go. We have a college for dressmaking and also for training computer. Those are things which has been done in St. Teresa. It is through the frontiers, through Africa Adventure from your country. And today, when we heard that you are to come here, we came here very early in the morning to welcome you with my directors, whom they are here today, and also they are being supported by Africa Adventure, that is an organization from your country. For that much they have done it to us, we are very happy. When you go home, we are very happy and take our greetings, and also we welcome you to our schools. Continue supporting them, Africa Adventure. Continue mobilizing more people to come and assist our school. So our excellent, I'm very happy to see you, and we are going to partner with your team, and also we welcome you to our school. Thank you so much, sir.
We partner with, and now they may not look as if they are struggling because we have had our input. But our initial entry to any school is a school that is within the slum communities, helping needy children, and the school is struggling in one way or another. Like his school, as he has said, they were in some mud houses in the slum areas, and by the help of volunteers, actually from Delby, that was from Delby Community Trust, from Delby Football Club. Yeah, that's how they got the land, and they have the full school now, fully done, permanent classrooms, and they are really changing lives in that area of Nakuru. So, Excellency, allow me again to invite one of our kids, no longer a kid now, but was our kid. Maureen, please. Maureen is a student, Laikipia University. She can tell us about herself.
The British High Commissioner and the directors, the staff of African Adventures and the Work Center, learners and teachers, good morning. I'm very honored to stand here in front of you today and very humbled as well to talk to the British High Commissioner. I'll start with, my name is Maureen Nashikanda, an alumni of the Work Center, currently pursuing my Bachelor's of Education Arts in Laikipia University, specifying in English and Literature. 20 years down the line, I was here, seated the same way these kids are sitting, and I received the same education and the same mentorship from the same teachers who are standing there. So being here today is a privilege, and I don't take it for granted. I'm very happy to be here, and it serves as an inspiration to the kids, and I'm happy about that, thanks to the Work Center. It is a great honor to stand before you today and share a few words about my journey to where I am today. I am truly grateful to the Work School for the role it has played in my academic journey. Since I sincerely appreciate the founder, the directors, and the whole of the Work fraternity for creating an environment where young learners are given an opportunity to learn, grow, and dream. Your commitment in making sure the children in this community and nationwide get education is making a real difference in the lives of the learners and people in the society. As I prepare to graduate this year, I am proud of how far I've come. My greatest dream is not only to succeed for myself, but also use my knowledge and experience to give back to the society. I hope that one day I'll be in a position to support young learners, especially those who may have limited opportunities, that they can access better education and higher education. I believe success is not only about how far we go, but also how many people we help along the way. Being a student in the Work Center has been so motivating. The support of Pastor Alex throughout my primary education and high school education, and right now campus education, has made me the person I am today. So receiving the mentorship and the care, the opportunity, I want to further my education after finishing my degree, maybe get a master's degree, and being an opportunity to be able to come back and give back to the society the same way I was taken care of over here. I am very grateful for everything the Work Center and African Adventures has done to make sure I am the person that I am today. I stand here as an inspiration to them, and I believe in years to come, we will have several Marines who will stand up and be great people, who will be teachers, doctors, and who knows, maybe a great person in the society or a leader. I sincerely thank all the people supporting this school for their continued love and support. People like me are where we are today because you believed in us and invested in our education. I hope the support will continue as it may be the beginning of someone's journey towards being a teacher, a doctor, a lecturer, a leader, or simply someone who makes a difference in the society. Thank you to the Work Center for believing in my story. Thank you to African Adventures for continuing nurturing the dreams. And thank you to the High Commissioner for being here today to honor the work they're doing. Thank you.
Whitty came there at the dump site, picked us from there, and we were taught about Jesus. We were taught about like something good can come out of you, no matter where you are coming from. You can become someone who is great. And We were taken to school, given food, taught to become not like my mother, how my mama lived. My mom used to sell changa. We were taught we can become better than how she is. Through his mentorship, through his sponsor, he used to buy us food. We used to smell very bad. Nothing good could ever have come out of these children. A living testimony that nobody in my family has ever gone to school. Nobody in my family has ever become anything. And I am the first one through the ministry of Pastor Alex and Pastor Patricia. So when I was taken to school, went through high school, I have a twin sister, which she didn't manage to finish school. She dropped out. But Pastor Alex kept on telling me, Lillian, you have not to become like your mother. You can become a better woman. You can become a powerful woman in the society. And through that, I went to school. I went to KMTC, which I've done nursing. I am a nurse by profession. Can you give God a clap? I am a nurse by profession, and it didn't end there. I wanted still to go back to school through his mentorship. Every time I used to consult him, every time. And I got a scholarship, went to Maseno University, which I did business information technology. Every time you can still have marriage. I got married in the right way, which I never saw in my mother's life, which I never saw in my brother's or my sister's life. But something good came out of me because of a man who never looked down on me, who opened his doors, even in his home with his children. He opened a door for us. Still married, he was there for us. And he told me, you can still pursue. And that's when, by the grace, I was able to become an author. I'm an author of 4 books. Can anything good come out from a child who is an orphan, who nothing? Yes, there is a book he has written, and I'll keep repeating that book. It's called Eagles. You can fly high, no matter the situation. And seeing these children today here, and you coming to Kenya, it means there are people who still love, who still care about the vulnerable. These children, I still believe people can still stand with them. And many more Lillians shall rise and encourage these young children. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for visiting Kenya, for coming to work. Thank you, Pastor Alex and Reverend Patricia. And I have a gift for you.
Gone through our school systems, and they will never go back to poverty, to the glory of God. So before I finish my session, allow us to have a presentation from our kids. This presentation went to the national level, it should be about 2 or 3 weeks ago. They went for the nationals. The same kids from the dumping site and from poor families, they were on the national stage performing a traditional dance.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. It's a privilege to be here. I'm absolutely honoured to get the opportunity to call on and visit this amazing establishment and school. Some remarks, if you'll permit. Alex, Patricia, a 20-year vision made real, not just in the bricks and mortar that surround us, but in the lives and the inspiration that you both touched and provided. You are an inspiration, both of you. Thank you for your vision. Thank you for your compassion and your enduring commitment to this place and indeed this community. From all of us to you, thank you for what you have done and what you continue to do for lives across this community and across this great country. Thank you both. Ladies and gentlemen, learners, teachers, staff, directors, inspirers. I have the honour of being the High Commissioner here in Kenya, a country that I've known for over 20 years, and it's a privilege to be able to come back as High Commissioner when I started my time here in April of this year. I had the opportunity very early on to meet Alex and Dan from African Adventures, and it was then that they kind of inspired me and encouraged me to visit early on in my time here. And it is a privilege to have my colleagues and receiving us in the middle of the school holidays. I'm deeply, deeply honoured to be here. I also have the honour in the UK of being a director and a governor of a small school in the community in which I live and which I'm from, which is a part of the countryside of the UK, rural UK. I know a little bit about what schools are. They say that it takes a village to raise a child. I firmly believe that it takes a community to educate one. And that's what schools are. They are embodiments of community. Because you can have bricks, you can have mortar, you can have gates, you can have windows, but you need inspiration, you need commitment, you need colleagues that come every day to help, inspire, coach, mentor. Schools are dream factories. They are also beginnings. And to all of the learners, to all of the pupils here, this is a beginning, firmly. So to Alex and Patricia, to the staff and directors of this great school, to the partners that also have helped build this over its 20-year journey to what we see today. Thank you for your constant commitment to what schools do and what education does, which is to transform lives. And there is nowhere more profound in that transformation than here at the Walk Centre and with African Adventures. So to all the partners, to the staff, to the people who make this school tick, hum every day, thank you for what you do. To African Adventures, I spend a lot of my time with my colleagues, some of whom are here with me today, talking about the UK-Kenya partnership. We're diplomats, we do this for a job, it's our profession. We get bound up a lot in diplomatic speeches and statements and communiques and sending notes between ministries and all of that. But what actually makes the UK partnership real is, yes, it's the technology and the investment and the jobs that we can create together and the security that we can deliver together and the sorts of futures that we aspire for children of the UK as well as children for Kenya. But it is places like here at the Walk Centre that I think embody that partnership, because it is about community, it is about connection. And to African Adventures for being at the forefront of building that connection, thank you. The volunteers from students from schools and colleges across the UK who come here to understand, who come here to appreciate, but also come here to learn, because they take away a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more appreciation, a little bit more understanding of what Kenya is and who Kenyans are. And that, I think, is of profound importance, particularly at this turbulent time. Our two countries are bound together by history and by longevity, but they are also bound together by connection, and most importantly, by community. And that happens here. And so to African Adventures, to the Walk Centre, you are the UK-Kenya partnership in action every day, come rain or shine, and thank you for it. Alex, Patricia, if you'll permit, one final set of remarks from me, and that is to our learners, well, and to their families first. Thank you for entrusting your children to this institution. Thank you for believing not just in your children, but also in this place. That takes courage, it takes bravery. But to the learners and to the students, as the inspiring Lillian, the inspiring Maureen, have demonstrated so powerfully, this is your beginning. This is your beginning. So to all of you, study hard. Take every opportunity that this wonderful place can provide. There is nothing more important than education. It literally transforms lives. It transforms families and communities. And to you all, and I cannot say it better than Lillian, dream big. Dream big and fly high. Because if you ever needed more inspiring role models, you have them here. In Pastor Alex, Reverend Patricia, to the alumni of this great institution. Thank you for the routine, amazing dance routine this morning. You were brilliant. That trophy is so well deserved. To all of you continuing your studies, I wish you every success. Listen to your teachers. I'm a former teacher, I have to say that. Listen to your teachers. Study hard and dream big. I wish you all every success. Thank you so much for the honor and the privilege of being able to visit your school here this morning, to meet some of you, to see some of your dance routine. I look forward to seeing you win an even bigger trophy next year. And to Alex and Patricia, to the directors and partners, thank you again for having me. It's been an absolute honor. Asistente sana.
First visit here in Auckland. The UK-Kenya relationship is founded in history. But what it's trying to do today is deliver a partnership whereby both Kenya and the UK can build the skills, can build the technologies for today, but also for tomorrow. And part of that begins with education. And that begins with making sure that every child gets the best possible start and opportunity in life. You know, I'll go on and look at some geothermal and some really high-tech, groundbreaking, world-leading technology in the next 48 hours. But that is for nothing without giving every child the best possible chance in life. And that begins here in wonderful establishments like the Walk Centre and listening to this community. And that has grown. That's built off the inspiring vision of Pastor Alex and Pastor Patricia. It's been a 20-year journey. It's been a commitment to a community, and it's founded on an enduring partnership between African Adventures and this community here. And so my thanks to the community, to the school, to the leadership of this great institution, and to African Adventures, who year on year, decade on decade, have brought thousands of volunteers through Kenya, across Africa, building those connections between our two communities and helping, in a small way, to educate Kenya's future, which is its children.
Maybe to do what Pastor Alex is doing, as they are not in a position to have applications of many millionaires and billionaires. Maybe what is your urge to them to prioritize education and ensure that every child in Kenya is in a position to access education?
Education transforms lives. Education transforms communities. It also transforms countries. And any country, including the UK, we can aspire to to greatness and to be world leading in technology, in AI, in renewable energy, whatever it is, but it begins with education. And so to everyone, to politicians in the UK, to politicians in Kenya, to community leaders, our mission is simple. It's to make sure that every child of this country gets the best opportunity and start in life. That begins in places like this. And it's with those foundations. You know, schools are, we've had opportunities from schools are beginnings. They're ideas factories, they're dream factories. The job of any leader in any community is to help children realise those dreams and ambitions. And that's what happens here at the Wilkes Centre. And I pay tribute to Alex, to Patricia, to the partners and leaders of this school for what they're doing for children that have done for children over years.
We all know that next year that we'll see an election. I think it is incumbent on all parties, and all parties are professing it, that these elections be conducted safely, securely, and in the interests of all Kenyans. And I'm confident that they can be. But what we're here today is, and over the course of the next 48 hours, is to also look at helping realise Kenya's incredible potential. Which begins with its people, but it also involves groundbreaking, world-leading technology in renewables, in AI, in a desire to be at the cutting edge of what not just what Kenya can offer and is already offering the world, but what this continent can offer the world. And so, we need to make sure that we continue our partnership between the UK and between Kenya to help realise those aims and ambitions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, mine is to thank the ambassador today for coming to Nakuru and also coming to our school, and for his country, allowing his citizens to be coming to partner with us at the African Elevation Foundation. And I believe that we are changing many lives together. I would also urge my fellow Kenyans who are able to do something for their community. You may not do a school, but you can reach out to one neighbor, one relative who has a struggle in education, and can give a shilling there, and through education and through this kind of partnership and a good heart, we can transform our communities and our people.
Thank you so much.
Asante.